Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 30th. We are just going to jump right in here, Cancer. Love it. I love this card, and there we go. So that looks good, but let's see what we have going on for you at this time. Definitely a lot of endings this week, but we're getting, it's the end of the retrograde this week, and, whenever we get to the end of a retrograde, there can be endings or, new beginnings, things like that. So it doesn't really surprise me that the Ten of Swords is showing up in your reading. And on top of that, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. You have this Serendipity card. I love this card. It's like a card of lucky breaks or lucky situations entering into your life. She's also like being lifted up by luck, by a four-leaf clover. It's kind of like a card of being lifted up by the universe, or the universe lifting you towards your goals, wishes, dreams. On top of that, in this row, you have the Hierophant, Ten of Swords, and the Star. So the Star is your goals, wishes, dreams. This is a really good reading. Again, you have the Empress. Really nice. I feel the Ten of Swords is like saying one last thing. I feel those are literally the words that are popping into my head. One last thing, It's like I feel like there's one last thing that needs to be let go of here with the Ten of Swords. And, this is true for everyone. In my next 6-month readings that I just did, there's like all this stuff about like kind of needing to let certain things go. And again, I think that a lot of us are carrying, excuse me. I feel like a lot of us are carrying a lot of baggage that we need to release. I feel like a lot of us are carrying some, things that we need to let go of so we can lighten up, so we can lighten the load, so we can make changes. It's like, is it easy to move when you have a bunch of weights attached to you? No. Is it easier to move when there's not a bunch of weight attached to you? That's what's popping into my head with the Ten of Swords, which is weird. But, I feel like this is saying, like, don't you want to be light and free and able to move? Very weird questions that I'm getting on this Ten of Swords, but it kind of makes sense. And the Hierophant, I kind of get this like very strong, I get a very stern energy here. It's kind of weird, Cancer, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this very stern, like I feel like someone's talking to me, but I mean like seriously, like I feel like they're like, why are you holding on to this? Like these are the words that are popping into my head here. The Hierophant is kind of like saying, okay, you've learned the lesson, move on. And I feel like there are some times where we do hold on to like lessons that we should be letting go of. Like, maybe someone cheated on us and it's like we hold on to it. It's like, why? I think one of the reasons we hold on to people who've cheated on us, not holding on to them, but hold on to the whole situation, is because we want the person to receive some sort of justice. And, it just doesn't work like that, And what I would say is I feel like this is saying like it's time to move on. And I think when we hold on to those situations, we also kind of give them all the power and we take our own power away from us. I think that's also probably why we hold on to those situations, because it hurts, right? When someone cheats on you, it hurts when, or does something dirty, to you. It's kind of like, it makes you feel less than, right? But I feel like this is saying, no, you've learned that this is who you are right here. Empress, and again, it doesn't matter what gender you are, this is just the energy that you're embracing at this time. And I also feel, like I always say to people, someone who cheats, it's like, it says more about them than it does about you. It's like, think about how empty a person has to be to cheat, right? And I think people need to kind of like realize that. You have the Star. I feel like there's a lot of wishes and wish fulfillment coming in for you. I feel like this is what you should be focusing on. And by the way, 11/11, by the way, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, Cancer, 11/11, but I feel that a lot of you need to kind of like focus on your North Star. This has come up for a lot of people. We have Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn's getting to the end of Aquarius. And, the Star is Aquarius. And it's all about having a North Star, having something that guides you, whether it's a personal belief, a mantra, it could be something that you want to accomplish in your life, but holding something as your ultimate vision, I do believe is going to be very important with this Star card energy for sure. Next, you have this Official Person card. You know what's really interesting? I'm going to tell you. He looks like the magician. I mean, he looks like the Emperor, and you have the Empress here, like I said. So I feel for some of you, sorry, let me fix this. I feel for some of you, this could be like a divine counterpart that's coming in for you. And again, it could be any gender. I don't attach gender to my cards in these general readings, but I do feel there could be like an official person coming in for you. It could be like someone who's a boss, someone who's a leader in some way, someone who's like entrepreneurial, could be any of those things. So I do feel there's like love here. I feel like you'll be very happy with this person. The other interesting thing is that I'm getting on the Three of Cups I'm getting very weird messages for you today. Is I feel like this person is like multiple people. Not, and I don't mean that like they have multiple personalities or anything like that. I just feel like they're a very capable person. I feel like being with them makes you feel like, you know, you're with a person who is multiple people. And again, I know that's such a strange message, but I really feel it's a very kind of like multifaceted person. Wasn't it you I was talking about an onion person too with? I think it was you. That where I was talking about what an onion person is. An onion person sounds gross, but I don't know. It's how my brain works, right? Is a person who has like multiple layers. You know, they're very, very deep. And it's like just when you think you figure them out, they get deeper. And I mean this in the best way possible, but I kind of feel if you're looking for love, that there could be a person like that coming in for you. I feel like there's very strong mutual attraction. It could be an Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces. I mean, it could be any sign. This is a general reading. I am picking up fire energy pretty heavily here, so they could have like, you know, I would say they have something big in fire, like their rising sign, their Jupiter, Venus, you know, something important like that. You have the Empress, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Cups. By the way, if this is not love, I feel like there's good news about like an official decision, like getting a job, approved for an apartment, you know, any of those things. But you have the Empress. I feel like this is your personal power again. She truly understands her value. The Empress, she understands that she comes from never-ending source intelligence and never-ending source abundance. She also never sells herself short. She doesn't do things that would lower her value. She understands her value. So I feel like you're coming in a very strong position. I very specifically feel that is your energy in this reading, Cancer. Next, you have the Queen of Wands. I feel there's very strong mutual attraction between you and another person, if this is love that's coming in for you. For all of you, I feel that this is saying, it is time for you to be bold, assertive. It is time for you to really go for what you want. She is very, she is very bold. She is very aggressive in certain ways. She sees something that she wants. She makes it happen. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? So I feel like embracing that will be very beneficial. And finally, you have the Three of Cups here. Three of Cups, I feel, is talking about teamwork. I do feel that if you're trying to accomplish anything, I feel, as always, teamwork makes the dream work, right? Especially in 2022 and 2023 as well. So for like the next few years. And I would say even beyond, but, you know, I would say until like 2025 really is when it's super important. It's always important, but it's really important right now that we work together with other people. For others, I just feel this is like celebration and happiness coming in for you. And like I said, if this is a person, I feel like this person is like three people, like literally. I feel like they like can handle a lot, and that's probably the thing that stands out to you about this person. It's like they're kind of like a combination of multiple people. That sounds weird, but again, trust me, it's a good thing. Next, you have this Pleasure card. I feel like you need more fun in your life, especially this week. Things have gotten too serious. I notice it. I feel it in the energy as well. Just in general, I think we all need to force ourselves to do something fun, and the thing is it's not going to be like you're forcing yourself to do it. You're going to do it and you're going to have fun. So, you know, if you have a hobby, an interest, something you just enjoy doing, I would be doing it right now, Cancer. I feel the universe, you know, there are times where the universe is like, no, people need to like chill out and do something they enjoy doing. It's time for people to have fun, to, you know, whatever. So I kind of feel that here. In this row, you have the Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Moon. I would get out of your head for sure. With the Moon card, I get a lot of fears on the Moon, and it's more like, am I ready fears? Hierophant, Queen of Wands to the Moon. It's like the Hierophant says you're more than educated. The Queen of Wands says you're bold and assertive. You're ready to accomplish a goal. The Moon is the fear. and like, oh, wait a minute, I can't do this because, you know, whatever. It's like, this to me says you're more than prepared. This also to me looks like over preparation, honestly. Sometimes I think, you know, we get the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands to the Moon. And it's kind of like, Hierophant says you have enough information. Queen of Wands says you have enough energy, ready to go. But the Moon is like, wait a minute, do I know everything? And I do feel like there is a time where it's like we're learning too much, where, you know, I've just seen it happen, where it's like I've had friends and stuff who have like taken courses to start businesses or whatever, and then they're always taking another course and another one and another one. And it's like, okay, you have enough information, now it's time to start, right? And I definitely get that for you here. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like experimentation is going to be your best friend. I've talked about this a lot over the past few months. And I'm literally on my new channel. I have a new video that's going to be going up soon, all about experimentation. That's how important I feel like it is. And, you know, so I would be trying new things, Queen of Swords is seeing things clearly, so I feel you finally see kind of clearly with the Queen of Swords. That's all I'm getting there, so let's clarify, and let's see what's going on for you. With the Hierophant, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is, thinking about the past. It's a card of innocence and nostalgia. It's a card of, thinking about the past. I do feel a lot of you could be doing that. It's also a gift from the universe. Usually, the gift we receive is like a turnaround on the Six of Cups. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's one last thing. Remember, isn't that what I said? There's one more thing that you have to let go of. Probably from the past. Could be a person. It could be the need to be right in a situation. And again, I'm not saying that you're not right either. You probably are right. Again, if it was I don't know what, cheating popped into my head. So it could be a cheating situation. Doesn't even have to be a love situation. Maybe you got fired from a job. Maybe someone did you dirty at work. I feel like the kind of the releasing it is the thing that this reading is asking you to do. And again, I'm not saying you're wrong for, wanting some justice from the situation. I just feel you will get the justice once you release it, right? With the Star, you have the Hermit. What are you waiting for? The Hermit. Sorry, I get too excited and I throw cards, Cancer. The Hermit has a star in his lantern, and it's he's not shining it out, and he needs to kind of shine his lantern out. I feel like you need to make your focus bigger, is how I'm seeing this. Normally, with the Hermit, I say that, he's a card of introspection and all the stuff you already know about the Hermit, but what you don't know about the Hermit is that he needs to shine his light. He needs to broadcast it to the world. But for you, I feel like you need to make something a bigger focus, your North Star, like we were talking about with the star card. Here you go. With the Empress, here you go. Like I said, you are more than prepared. The Fool has this tiny little sack on his back, and it represents the fact that he has everything he needs right here, right between his two ears. He is more than prepared, more than ready to accomplish something that he wants to accomplish. He just needs to do it. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Two of Swords. What are you waiting for? Two of Swords. She needs to uncross her sword. She needs to turn around and see that there's a new opportunity behind her. Like I was saying, this is a very simple reading. It's a very simple reading. I feel like it is saying that you are holding on, again, carrying too much weight. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, she's holding on to something when there's a new opportunity behind her. She's arguing for her limitations, as they say. And I feel this reading is saying, don't do that. With the Three of Cups, you have the Six of Wands. So there is success and abundance coming in for you. Definitely a celebration coming in for you as well here, Cancer. So I feel you will be celebrating something. We're going to find out what in just a minute. With the Nine of Wands, here you go. This is what you're celebrating. A new beginning. A passionate new beginning as well. It's once you set yourself free here and focus on your North Star, I feel like it's going to lead to the Ace of Wands, which is a very passionate new beginning. Every single reading I've been doing lately, there's this, I feel the collective energy is in with the new, out with the old. We see this not only in the Two of Swords. She's sitting where she's always been. She needs to turn around and see what's behind her. But right here, there's a castle that is crumbling above my finger, and the Ace of Wands is, basically out with the old, in with the new. So I feel like there's a new beginning for you. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. Get out of your head. Worrying too much about the future is what I would say here. And with the Moon, you have the Nine of Wands twice. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, and I feel like this is saying, yeah, you might have some wounds. You might be wounded at this time, or you might be dealing with some difficult energy, but I wouldn't focus on that. Can we just get a final countdown, a final outcome here? You have the Death card, transformation. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the reading I said something about going through a transformation. Middle row, strength. Yeah, this is going to require strength, the changes that you're making at this time. But again, I always say strength is also a reward, because she has her hands in a lion's mouth. And as I always say, who in the right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? The answer is nobody. So it can be a card of receiving a reward because you're doing something that nobody else has done. Bottom row, Ten of Swords. Again, walking away from something. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I feel like you need to release the weight. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze again. Maybe not, but I feel like you need to release the heavy burdens. It's going to lead to a lot more success. Pretty interesting. It'll be interesting. I feel like next month is way better for everyone. And, yes, I understand that June starts this week, but again, it's kind of like the next week, right? Maybe we should say really things get better the second week of June. But this looks pretty good. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Cancer. One more thing, by the way, it just popped into my head. Like I felt like the universe was like, nope, not done. I feel like there's a lucky break coming in for you here with that serendipity card. Like I said, in the Six of Cups is kind of like a lucky break. So be on the lookout for any opportunities for a lucky break. But this looks pretty good. So thank you again. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.